Imagine a conscious contact with God so strong that no matter what you are doing or not doing, that no matter what your kids are up to or not up to, and that whether you've got the person of your dreams or they're just not cooperating, that you are happy, content, and at peace. A space where everyone else's thoughts, attitudes, and actions are beautiful and exactly as they are supposed to be. Well, this is the space where I like to play. My name is Misha Z, and this is today's Bitch Slap. Join me as I shed light on the thoughts, actions, and attitudes that are causing you pain, and we train our minds to go to the capital S inner self, the joy that is waiting for us, the God within.
Recording in progress. This episode is titled Do the Dishes for God. Do the dishes for God. That's what I had a sponsor tell me back in the day. Way back in the day. A spiritual mentor, a sober coach, a sponsor. That's what they call those things in recovery. For anybody new to the Misha Zvegentsov experience, I have been sober since I was 17 years and 9 months old. The last day of high school, I was on an airplane headed to a treatment center. The judge had given me the option of 6 months in jail or go to treatment and get sober. And thanks to a confluence of circumstances, I was inspired for sobriety. And it is stuck one day at a time. So my first couple of years in recovery, I was a bit unruly. I did not, in many of these recovery programs, 12-step recovery programs, which span all sorts of addictions and neuroses and all sorts of things. But there's the 12 steps. And for the 12 steps to be effective, you must take the 12 steps. The first couple of years, I decided to hold meetings hostage with my complaining and crying and just arrogant, youthful attitude. And I actually came to a point at a couple of years sober of embrace the 12-step methodology. Get a sponsor, as they say. And just so you know, I do not represent the 12 steps. I am, there's the tradition of anonymity. So, gosh, I hope I'm not breaking that anonymity. But, part of that is like I could go up in flames, flame out. And then people are like, recovery is no good. But so I am not a representative of recovery. I do happen to be in recovery. Anyhow, thank you for that, indulging me. So I was coming unglued. There was my to-be sponsor, John Bourne. No joke, that was his name, John Bourne. This was Jackson Hole, Wyoming. He was the night cook at the Elkhorn Cafe. And he was calm. John B. was calm, and I wanted that calmness. So I said, John, I need help. I'm gonna, I think, drink again or do something really harmful. So can you help me? And my life changed that day. And one of the great things about John was he was so calm and so patient and so giving, and he he encouraged me to do the dishes for God. So I had this habit of, at the time I was arrogant, and whenever I'd get a job, I of course wanted to be the manager, the owner, the CEO. and did not like the idea of paying my dues or learning or working hard, God forbid. And I did not like to do things that were beneath me. So I was working at Mountain High Pizza Pie, and I worked there on and off over the years in my youth, in high school, and delivering pizzas and all this. And anyway, I was tasked with doing the dishes, and I was not happy about it. Don't they know who I am? And I didn't think I could survive if I had to continue to do the dishes from time to time at my job because it was beneath me and I thought I should be the manager. And he said, perhaps you should do the dishes for God. Do the dishes for God. Do a good job for God. And it actually, it worked. I was like, yes, I can do that. Do it for something greater than myself. And this process with the summit reminds me of that. And Kent, the other day, I'm not sure if you listened to that episode from a month or so ago, where Kent said, quit, you're being so selfish. Stop being selfish. All you are doing is you're just worried about yourself. You can help so many people. And I was reminded of, yes, do what you're doing for a higher order, perhaps, if you don't like the word God, perhaps higher power, perhaps for the greater good, perhaps just to be of service, to give back. And for whatever reason, the other day, as I was looking for motivation to continue on, I was reminded of John B. Do the dishes for God. And you know what? From then on, I got much better at paying your dues and working and doing it for the good of the restaurant, the good of the cause again. Have I said that enough? God bless John B. He was so patient. He would just, I actually, you know what? I don't even know what happened to him. The dude saved my life. Literally, I started meeting with him once a week and we'd read what's called the Big Book. The Big Book. So much good content in there. And how he modeled recovery for me is how I still to this day, 33 years later, because it took me a couple of years to getting around to asking for help. I still use that foundation that he gave me. So John B., who used to work at the Elkhorn Cafe, if you are listening, I love you. Thank you for saving my life, for giving me the time you gave me, he taught me accountability. Oh my gosh, accountability. I could tell John stories. I should. Oh my gosh, he taught me accountability. All these John stories are starting to pop into my head right now. I will save them for future episodes. Yes, accountability. Anyhow, peace out. Do the dishes for God. Love you.
Thank you for spending time with me today. As someone who is committed to growth and service to this world, I so appreciate your willingness to come with me, go within, and serve our world through change. If you found value in this podcast and you know someone who can use this message, share this episode with them. Share it so our mission can be achieved one episode at a time. And of course, subscribe so you can hear more. And lastly, for more resources on what has helped me on my journey and can help you on yours, go to belove.media/resources. That's BELOVE.media/resources. Thank you again for listening.